A month from now, the Los Angeles Dodgers will head to Korea to open the 2024 season. Whether or not they will have their $700 million man, at least for the moment, is somewhat of a question. Shohei Ohtani, offseason elbow surgery. He has taken live pitching, but he has not played yet for the LA Dodgers. Jeff Snider from Locked On Dodgers joins me now. And Jeff, this was the story of the offseason. Shohei Ohtani going from the Angels to the Dodgers. What is your concern level that a guy that the Dodgers just spent $750 million on is already hurt?
Well, he was hurt when they spent it. So I think my concern level is pretty close to zero. They didn't sign Shohei Ohtani to play in 2 games in Korea in March. They signed him to play for the next 10 years. And so, I am pretty optimistic that he will be ready to go to play in those 2 games in Seoul. Like you said, we've got almost a month before those games happen. And so I expect him to be ready, but they play those 2 games and then they have a week off before, quote unquote opening day, where they come back and actually play here in the United States and you play the last 160 games of their season. I'd be really surprised if he's not ready for those. And obviously I would be a bummer if he's not ready by Korea, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. And I do expect him to be ready.
The marketing opportunities alone seems like it would be really nice to have Shohei Ohtani there. The other part of this, though, Jeff, is even if, yes, he can go and he can play this season, we're talking about a guy who is 29 years old and is a phenomenon precisely because he does more than the average, if you're going to call him a slugger, than the average hitter or pitcher. And so that complicates the long-term trajectory. We just have no roadmap for how someone like this is going to age, how that will affect their body. We've never seen in the modern age someone do it.
Yeah, and not just in the modern age. Nobody's ever done it at the level that he has for as long as he already has. And yeah, I don't expect Shohei Ohtani to pitch the whole 10 years of his contract with the Dodgers. I do expect him to get a good 5 years or so of pitching in. And for me, $700 million is a fun number to throw out. It's really $460 million over 10 years, which is still a lot of money. But I mean, just offensively, Shohei Ohtani would have won the AL MVP last year, even if he hadn't thrown a single pitch. He was the best hitter in the league last year. And that's not going to go away. He may have a little bit of a slow start this year because of the rehab or whatever, but Shohei Ohtani is an elite hitter and a close to elite pitcher, if not elite pitcher. And so even if he only pitches for half of the contract, he's still easily worth, even just if we're talking about on the field, he's worth the money they're going to pay him. Throw in the fact that they're going to make more than what they're paying him in all the endorsements and publicity and all that stuff, all the different ways you can make money off Shohei Ohtani. It's a no-brainer. And I wouldn't go so far as to say that what he provides on the field is just a bonus, but I mean, he is so valuable on and off the field that any little thing will he pitch all 10 years or only 5 or 6 of them? It doesn't really concern me that much because of the value he's going to bring as a hitter.
All right, let's narrow this down and frame it in terms of this season, because for whatever long-term concerns there may be, he's still a guy right now in his physical prime. So what does he bring to the Dodgers that they were missing that can take them to the next level? Because that's why you go out and you spend, what we're talking about in practical terms is more like $500 million. What is he going to bring that they need?
It's the dangerous spot in the lineup. When you already have Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman at the top of the lineup, 2 years ago, they had the big three of Mookie and Freddie and Trey Turner. Well, you're replacing Trey Turner with Shohei Ohtani. Trey Turner's a really good ball player. He's not Shohei Ohtani, and so as exciting, and that team with Mookie, Freddie, and Trey, they won 111 games in the regular season. That was a really, really good team. Now you're replacing Trey Turner with Shohei Ohtani. It's just a huge upgrade. And just Ohtani enough. Like I said, when the Dodgers signed him, I might have said it to you. A lot of people thought that I was just being a selfish Dodger fan, but I said, this isn't a complete offseason. They need to do more than just Ohtani, because Ohtani makes them better. But I mean, last year they had JD Martinez at DH last year. JD Martinez he made the All-Star team as a DH. He was a good hitter. And so Shohei is an upgrade for sure. He's not as much of an upgrade for the Dodgers as he would have been for a team that had a lousy DH last year. But the Dodgers had other holes. And that's why they went and got Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and why they got Tyler Glasnow, and why they signed Teoscar Hernandez, to fill in those other holes. So Ohtani kicked off a really good offseason. And yeah, he is the big name, and he is probably maybe the best hitter in this Dodgers lineup, which is saying something, since the Dodgers had two guys finish second and third in the MVP voting last year.
Stay up to date all year on the LA Dodgers by subscribing to Locked On Sports Today and Locked On Dodgers on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube.